Virgo, Pisces. The axis is amplified right now. We had our first new moon in Virgo, and we have a second one at the end of September, and now we will have a full moon in Pisces. And what that means for us right now, what is ending in this moment, the full moon is often a culmination, and it's a lunar eclipse as well. When we have a full moon where the moon is next to the nodes, we have a lunar eclipse. And in this moment, it is a lunar eclipse in Pisces, and it is about the north node. And so let's take a look at the collective first. And we have the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is about our give and take, right? It is about how we exchange. Maybe it is about the things that are connected to Virgo and Pisces. And wherever that is in your chart, that adds another layer to this meaning, because in the original chart, it is the 6th house and the 12th house. So Virgo is the 6th house and Pisces is the 12th house. But in your chart, it can be in a different place. And I will draw cards for every sign, but this is the meaning for the collective in this moment. And there is the snake, we have the house, and we have the moon. And this feels to me like there is something that we need to heal in ourselves, that we need to heal in our base and in our root that is connected to the house. Even it can be healing something in your life about your home. But it is the connection of your, on the one hand, on your intelligence. The snake can be someone who is really intelligent. And on the other hand, the mind and the relationship to your emotions. So this feels like there is something that wants to be connected, that wants to step into this exchange of 6 of coins. So we can see that there is an exchange from these two children, and it is overcoming the things that we lack. So there is an exchange of people, there is an exchange of resources, even a change of the things that we give from our, it's the cups, right? It's giving from the heart. It's giving in our emotions and the support that other people need. And it's about this exchange of giving and taking. And the same is reflected in here, that we see that this combination of giving of the mind, of the intelligence, of the things that we can give from is the connection to the emotions, on the other hand, that is creating the stable foundation that a house would be. And a house is always the stable connection in your life. This can be a real house, but it can be your body as well. It can be the thing that supports you in your day-to-day life. And what are we supported by? And that's interesting, the indignation and the freedom. But I feel that there is something that we are, in this moment, the collective is, not, they are not supporting the things that are happening in the world. And it leads into the step into freedom, because when we feel that something isn't happening and isn't for us in the real world, then we are free to free ourselves. So we are supposed to say something against it, and diving into our own tasks and finding our authentic self. Oh, that's not right. Yes. And finding our authentic self in all of this, and letting go of the masks. That can mean as well that we have different parts that where we put on our masks, and where we didn't want to ruffle the feathers of the collective, but now this indignation shows us that there is nothing to defend, there is nothing to hide. And this is the moment of setting yourself free from expectation of others. And there we have the mind again as letting go of the idea that you have to be something in the eye of other people. So it is like letting go of the people-pleasing thing, and letting the things that come from the ancestors. We have this card that is helping us to remind or to remember our ancestors and where they came from, and that we, in this moment, we have to take the part of the ones that are the ones that heal the past of these ancestors. If we heal ourselves from the beliefs that we have to show up in a specific way, to be in this flow of give and take, when we heal this, we heal the ones that came before us. And we are in this moment, the collective is annoyed enough, I would say. It's annoyed enough by all the things that are happening in the world that we can stand up and take the task of living our own freedom. Finding our authentic self and living our own freedom. And so I think this is a beautiful message for the collective. I think it's beautiful to find the balance of the mind and the emotions, to heal that what came before us, and then to dive deep into the task to find freedom and to find our authentic self. So, and now I will draw a card for every single sign, and we'll see what comes up next. And I have put the timestamps in the description box below. Thank you for being here, and thank you for supporting. And the sign-specific readings I will do in pairs, so that we can have the axis it's happening on, and we have both of the signs that are on this axis. So I will start with Virgo, and then I will continue with Pisces, and then I do Libra and Aries, and so on. I will always take the axis this is happening. So welcome Aquarius to your reading, and there we have a volunteer, and we have the Three of Swords. Let's see what that means, Aquarius. This full moon is happening in your 8th and 2nd house. So this is about transformation. It's about security. It's about your worth. It's about values. And it's about other people's money. It's about intimacy and all of those things. So that really fits into the Three of Swords. That is old pain, right? It's something that was connected to you, and now it's time to let that go. It's time to make the big shift and the big change. And that is really, really lovely, because this will lead into the big change that is about your vision, about your future, about the change that is coming right now, because the storks will bring the change. And And the tower isn't a tower as in Tarot, it's a tower in Lenormand, and it leads into, maybe it is the foreign lands, it's across the borders, it is overcoming limitations. And the Three of Swords is inviting you to step into the healing of those thoughts and those swords and thoughts that I said. It's about swords. It's your mind. It's your thought. And it's maybe holding on to old pain that kept you away from living your dream and moving forwards. This card is really moving forwards into its vision, into a bright future. And it's leading into the change that is coming with the storks, into overcoming limitation, overcoming all of the things that came with the limitation of the mind. For yourself, right? To overcome the limitation. Oh, there we have volunteers that changed. And maybe there is something like an indignation about you holding yourself back or allowing the pain to hold you back. But that's okay too, you know, to sit there and to say, oh, okay, that's what happened. But now it's the time for change. And now it's the time to step into your own freedom. Maybe it's something that shows up in the next week or in this phase of your life where you feel like, no, that's not working for me. And then you step into the freedom that comes with this by even saying no. Because a no is often a yes for ourselves, right? And there we have the opportunities that will come up. And we have the unmarked trail. So there is this revelation, these opportunities that show up that will allow you to step into a future that you didn't even expect for yourself. So there is something like an unmarked trail that you will move on, and where you can step into this vision of yours, to let go of the past, to let go of the pain, and to move beyond into a new world. And there we have the boundary dance, and we have this kairos that is showing you that this moment holds the opportunity for yourself. This moment holds the opportunity to step into a new path when you are available in the present moment. Because this horse has the same color as the background. You can only see it if you are present. And that's what I believe that is happening to you right now, Aquarius. That you allowed yourself to do this boundary dance into freedom. Freedom with yourself and freedom with others. This can mean freedom with others as well as boundaries, but with yourself as well. And that you stepped into this present moment because you said, no, this is now. Now it is enough. Now I want something for myself. I want something that is far beyond the pain. And I will be able to move beyond my own limitations because I will follow the unmarked trail. And that is really, really lovely, Aquarius, because it leads into freedom. It leads beyond the limitation. It leads into the opportunities that come with it. And you will be bold enough to step into this because you've got enough. And that is so brilliant, because it will lead into you pulling out the swords and stopping yourself from staying there. Now it's time to move on. Now it's time to move beyond. That's magical, Aquarius, because that is what you really, really longed for. And maybe you detached a long time from your pain. And now you realized that there is a journey that you are on. And it's called detachment, attachment, and non-attachment. And it takes time. You know, it's your theme, Aquarius. It's your theme. It takes time to discern. It's time. We have to have a time detached and then attached. And then at one point, you realized what non-attachment is. And this is the moment where you stepped into your own freedom and into the unmarked trail for yourself that will lead into the place where you cross your own boundaries, where you cross your own limitations into a better future for yourself, into a magical future, because then you are in the present moment and you can allow yourself to move forwards when the opportunities will show up. And they will, because that's there. You've got enough from the pain. You've got enough. Now, and it's beautiful because Pluto is helping you in your sign to transform. And it's the old pain of the 8th house, right? The 8th house of other people, other people's money. It's about other people's whatever resources. And it's about yours and your values and your security as well. And this is the moment of change. It's the moment from stepping out of this 3 of Swords into freedom. This is your change. That's lovely, Aquarius. So I wish you a really beautiful full moon, and I see you soon. Welcome, Leo, to your reading of the full moon. And we'll see where this is, what this is doing in your life, and it is happening in your axis of the 2nd and 8th house. So let's take one of these, and it's the 5 of coins, and we will see this card is talking about the lack, and it's talking about not having enough, and we'll see. Can be lack in resources. Maybe there is something like lack in resources right now, but it is the feminine, it is the bear, and it is the tree. And this feels like there is a change happening in your courage about this, about not having enough right now, or not having the resources right now. But this is the courage to heal yourself in this, and to create something that is creating the roots for yourself, where you can get yourself out of this place. And this can even mean, with this feminine card, this can even mean that you change into being able to receive. We often have this lack of resources when we think we have to do it all on our own. And this is the invitation to not to do so. This is the invitation to allow other people to step in, to learn to receive, and to, it's not to do, it's more about to receive in stillness. And the fury, I feel it is about you looking back and seeing the lack in all of this, and maybe even allowing yourself to be angry about it. Because that is what brings you into this moment of silence, is the ability to to receive, and your ability to stop doing things that are not helping you. And that's maybe the fury that comes up when you see what you did in the past that didn't lead into the abundance that you wanted to experience. And this is the winter's dream, a gestation period, and the willow, the wisp. It is the treasures hidden in the shadow, and that can even come with this card of fury. With the card of fury that shows you that what is hidden, that will come now to light when you are still. That led into this belief of being in lack. And I think it's a revelation, because in this moment of change that is even happening in your second and eighth house. It's about your money, other people's money, it's about intimacy, it's about values, all of those things. And maybe there is a revelation that makes you furious. And that's okay too, because there is treasure in this hidden realms, right? And it's treasure in the shadow, our own shadow and other people's shadows as well, that kept you in this place of the Five of Coins. And we have the card 6, that is called rivalry, and we have the card 19, that is back to grazing. And this is like being furious about things that happened, being seeing this as what it is, and being silent in this moment, seeing the rivalry that was the cause of you stepping back and of you stepping into this mode where you thought you had to do it all on your own. And this can even mean that there is something about anger about it, that something was done that led you into this. But this is just a moment of revelation. This is a moment of allowing these emotions to come up, and then step into the silence and into this gestation to digest it. It's what the second house is about as well. It's about digestion. So what about digesting your experiences and allowing yourself to be courageous, to move beyond the Five of Coins, to move into something that will create a balanced root, and that is able to grow into the sky, and maybe to even have or use the treasures that are hidden in the shadows, and then go back into the herd and connect to other people, so that you can step out of this place and have the courage to receive resources. Because that is what is for me in here, is that the courage wasn't there to receive, because that you needed someone to you think about someone has to give something to you so that you can have something. But it is about receiving on a higher level. It's not about the exchange. It's about opening yourself up to be able to receive life. And life will always support you. Life is abundance. Look around. Life is abundance everywhere. And that is where you didn't see the abundance, because you thought about other people or other exchange, right? But it's not about exchange. This is about receiving. Opening yourself up to receive the abundance and have the courage to receive life. and then to step into your own growth and out of rivalry, because that is not connected to abundance. There is no rivalry. There is the receiving mode, and that is happening when you are stepping into the silence and allowing yourself to receive. Let yourself be angry about it for a moment, furious about it for a moment, and then step into the silence and let this rivalry go. Step into the herd and go back to grazing. Digest your experiences and use the hidden treasures that come with it to get into the place where you can receive and you have the courage to build something really magical. That's beautiful, Leo. And that's a big change that is happening right now. Thank you so much for being here. And I wish you a beautiful full moon. And I see you soon.